In this video, we're going to investigate the factors that affect the voltage made by a voltaic cell. So the first thing we're going to do is set up a voltaic cell. And remember from our lessons, they're electrochemical cells that use a spontaneous chemical reaction to produce a voltage. So we can make those by having two half cells separated by a salt bridge. And so what happens is electrons will flow through this circuit. So from the electrode, the negative electrode to the positive electrode and back. And the ions will move by way of the salt bridge. So for us, in our original voltaic cell, we'll set up a zinc solution on the left with a zinc electrode. And on the right, we have a copper solution with a copper electrode. And these are both 0.2 molar solutions. And we are going to hook up our electrodes here by using a digital multimeter. So I have this to the 2 volt range. We're not going to get very high voltages since we've used a low concentration. So I'm going to touch the electrodes to both of them, and then we'll take our reading. So I'm just going to kind of lift them up from the solution to help it stabilize. So for this one, we're getting a reading of approximately 0.85 volts. So now we're going to do part 2 of the investigation. So we're going to find out what happens when you combine different half cells and how that'll affect the voltage produced by the voltaic cell. So what we'll do is we'll make a few other half cells. We'll keep one side the same, so we'll keep copper the same for this one, so we'll use it as our positive electrode. And then we'll substitute in different electrodes. So we'll have, we'll use iron solution, a lead solution, a zinc solution, and a nickel solution. And we'll try out the changes in the voltage with that. We'll use the same concentration each time, so 0.2 molar, so that they're equal across the 2 half cells. So I've substituted the nickel this time and instead of the zinc, and now we'll try that again. I've put in a new salt bridge and we'll take a new reading. So hook up the negative to the zinc. Okay, so this one's significantly different. It's 0.15-ish. It's going down a little bit. Here, I'll do a rereading. So about 0.13, we'll say. That seems to be where it's dancing around. So when we have nickel with copper, we get 0.13 volts. So this time I've substituted out the nickel for magnesium. So I've taken a piece of magnesium ribbon as our source, and then we have our copper. So we'll take a new reading. That one bounces out around 1.5. So in this next example, we're going to take a look at the differences with iron and copper. So iron will be our negative electrode, so we'll hook that up. So we get 0.503, so we'll say 0.50. Our next example, we'll do lead and copper. So lead's going to be our negative electrode. It was a little trickier to get that one. So this one's 0.46, we'll say. The last digit's jumping around, so we'll just do it to 2 sig figs. So 0.46.